Right, we're here for the big ones now. It doesn't get any bigger than what Martin Bakole's weighed in for this fight, boys. Artur Beterbiev about to go down for the WBO Interim Championship of the World. Martin Bakole's made it into the ring.
He has just. I think that flag that he was covered in is one that they used to drape like a section of 1,000 seats in a Congolese football stadium.
Yeah, look. In all seriousness, Bakole has 9 minutes of work in him here to try and pull off the biggest shock in the world. I mean, the way he's standing in his corner right now, you can just tell him and Billy kind of know what's coming here in all likeliness.
Yeah, me and Jay have picked Bakole. Troy B. Liam's picked Parker. I think we've picked it out of emotion. I mean, look at the size of Bakole.
I mean, I'm amazed he still fits in those shorts from last August because they are the exact same ones he wore against Anderson.
No time to get a new pair sorted.
Maybe we've had to expand the seams a little bit on him, or he actually still fits them. It goes without saying, there's going to be some very easy body work for Parker if he wants it there.
Yeah, I still think that if Parker wins, I think it'll be on point. I agree with Troy. I think he'll just stay out the way of Bakole for the later rounds.
Which
won't be difficult to do.
They are miles away though.
Martin's gas tank's going to let him down. It's we know Parker isn't the hardest hitting heavyweight out there, but he's got absolutely no gas tank. So when it's gone, it's not going to take a lot. Like we've seen fighters with their gas tanks gone that have been knocked out before. Look at Anthony Yard.
Do you know the worst thing? Do you know if it's not going right for him? He's going to turn to the side of the ring, and Shalom will be there like, Martin. You want to take these? You want to ball it up right hard? Smack him with it. Because Ben Shalom's not the same, is he? He's not got. I don't think he's ever thrown a punch in anger in his life. Bless him.
I mean, Michael Buffer's saying who the three judges are, mate. I don't think we're going to need them here, but fair enough.
Yeah, no chance. Bakole did the jump over the ropes. Yeah, saw that. Part short window of 3 rounds, and it's all downhill. The fight's about to start. Cephas in the next probably 2 minutes. So, yeah, just in time.
When Martin Bakole can make it back to his corner after going to centre ring, we'll get the fight underway.
Watch us all get shocked now when he's doing alley shuffles in round 10 and that.
Oh, mate. Yeah. Doing press-ups in between rounds.
Pop. Starts pop-shotting Parker.
Love it.
Mate,
moving, dancing round him and stuff.
If he does do that, I'm asking Billy Nelson for his diet on Monday morning. So I want to go there.
Parker's like that. Where's he gone?
There's a good stat for you.
Like Loma.
Bakole's not even been in Saudi for 24 hours and he's in the ring.
Yeah, mate, he looks like it's standing in his corner now, I'll tell you that much.
This could be like really well calculated by Joe Parker and Andy Lee, though, to be fair. Like, if you're ever going to get Bakole, this is when you want him, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a big win for him on paper.
And it's a great win on the record. You still got Martin Bakole on your record at the end of the day.
Mate, you've just nailed it. You want Martin Bakole when he's this out of shape and he's literally has to fly from the Congo.
You don't want Martin Bakole on a 12-week camp, let me tell you that.
The one that's getting in would have got in there with a Jaguar in 12 weeks' time. You wouldn't want that version of him, but this version you take all day long.
Yeah, Luca, could not agree with you more, mate.
Yeah.
Could not agree with you more. Take the words out of my mouth. I want them to do it, but I'm not quite as energetic and buoyant as I was on the prediction show on Thursday night.
I don't think why.
Big hug for Billy and Martin there.
Look, he needs to rest. He's already resting already.
He is a wrecking machine, though, isn't he, Martin Bakole now?
Oh, God. All the way back from centre.
Yeah. I will say, if he does land a big shot on Joe Parker, he's waking up next week.
See.
All 315 pounds of him through a big right hand.
If he does this, we need Billy Nelson on next week. That's all I'm saying.
Martin could still do this, you know.
Billy will be dining out on it. Saying that he's in Belfast next week, of course, for Crocker Donovan. Excuse me. Nice jab to the body by Parker. Bakole hasn't moved.
Oh, straight on chin, left hook.
I'm nervous for
best
this
chance
one,
is a chopping right hand over top. Let's just get him. Parker's
Oh, man, Bakole doesn't seem to have any head movement at all.
just movement in general. Ain't got any.
Yeah, doesn't have any body movement either. Or arm movement.
He's going to get to the end of the round and wish he was facing his own corner, not Parker's like he is at the moment.
Oh, man, I just feel for him, man. Like, look at the state of him. He's in such horrendous shape. Like, his big opportunities come when he's just not trained.
Yeah, that's the worst thing because this could ruin it for him.
Yeah, no one's going to touch him if he loses. God, they didn't touch him before. I'm going to touch him again.
But if we've seen one thing tonight, Turkey does what he wants. He'll still he'll make sure he gets the Ajagba fight. That's the sad thing, I think, if he loses this.
Yeah, but you could be right in the sense that Turkey... Luca, that's so funny. It does say DDD on Bakole's gloves. Did you see that?
Oh, shit, it does.
He's got Dubois gloves on. This is amazing.
Fuck. The company
gloves. Oh, imagine if he comes in and gets a flight on 24 hours, knocks Joseph Parker out in Dubois gloves.
Wearing shorts that are two sizes too small from him from last August.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Luca, very good spot that, mate.
The one thing I will say is Parker is also a career heaviest weight as well. So, it's...
Yeah, he's wearing it well, though, Parker, isn't he, to be fair?
Yeah, he's had a 60 and 17 week training camp. That's the difference here. Bakole's been living the high life in the Congo. Just got to be patient, Parker. Bakole's got to, shoot his bolt in these first 3 rounds. Don't get caught with anything silly.
Yeah, Parker's just got to navigate this, boys. You're right.
Fourth, Martin Bakole. I wonder whose boots he's wearing. They are his shorts.
Oh, he nearly landed a big left there. Parker didn't want to take that.
Just Joseph Parker's spare pair of boots, mate.
Yeah, he is, Troy, but I agree. It's not looking good early. Yeah, he's probably
got
as
much movement as we're going to get from Bakole all night, what we've seen in this first round.
Yeah, he's got Eddie Hearn's boxers on.
Yeah, no shorts. If ever there was a set of shorts,
that is amazing. I absolutely love everything about the fact that he's got Dubois gloves on. I think it's the best thing ever. Oh dear. Only in boxing. Yeah, you're right though about Turkey. He probably said, "Look, we'll give you another go regardless of what happens." That makes the decision easier for Bakole to say yes. Like Turkey will be like, "Look, you're not moving anywhere down the pecking order. If you get beat, you're saving the show." So yeah, I get that as well.
I get it. It's just
it's madness, Luca. Thanks, Sam Dowson, for joining us as well. I think the thing that will get to Billy is he as good as told us the other week he wanted to have Martin over with him from the end of January, and Martin hasn't come back over yet. So Billy's probably thinking, imagine if I'd already had Martin for 2 weeks. That would mean it still wouldn't be a full hand Martin. But he's
surely we could have paid somebody to pick those fucking letters off. Surely to God.
I'm sure they could have got a black marker and just coloured in the glove.
Yeah, just coloured it in.
I actually love the fact that he's just don't.
He don't care, though, does he?
Yeah, Pat's right. He's probably keeping the dynamite on them. Yeah.
It's just target practice, isn't it?
Oh, mate, not a chance, Luca. It's like that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I heard that.
He said no.
AJ must have been going around saying he wanted to fight.
No, he's on the DAZN team, so I've heard the same comments. He said he wanted to fight. He wanted to fight Joseph Parker tonight.
Liar. Why aren't you?
The thing is about AJ, he would have been in shape.
But
Parker lands some good right hands there. Big Martin walking him down.
Stoppage by smothering at this point if he gets close enough.
Like Joe Parker, I wouldn't throw to that body. He'll break his hand.
Yeah.
He'll do a Hamza.
Still be wobbling by the time the fight's over.
It's like that episode on The Simpsons. You seen that?
Yeah.
Homer.
Yeah, Homer just knocking everyone out.
I tell you what, Martin's going for it, like I said.
He's got to.
He hurt him. He hurt him.
Yeah, Parker's backing up here.
Tell you what, boys.
I do feel like Parker's going to just land a massive right hand over the top, though, on speed.
Yeah. And the thing is, he can recover. Martin hasn't got anything in the tank to recover. Oh, he took it.
Good. Yeah, it's going to be there for him. Did you see Parker just looked at him? He was like, "Oh, he's still standing."
Oh, he's done. He's done. Wow, what a shot.
Oh, man. Oh, he went there, didn't he? Big time.
He's out. He's knocked out. He's knocked out. He's knocked out, boys. Wow. He was just getting into it as well, wasn't he?
Oh, I can't help but feel that's a terrible decision by Billy and Martin to take that fight, you know?
Nah, ching, ching. But yeah, for his career, no one's going to fight him now.
Joseph Parker.
Just looking now. Like, I just... Oh. Hey, by the way, for everything I've got wrong tonight, I called that about 20 seconds before it happened. Didn't know about Parker landing a massive...
You didn't put it on X, so it don't count.
Yeah, true. I said about 20... Yeah, he was gone.
I feel awful. I feel so bad for Martin, but I know.
Yeah, Jay. It's exactly you said it as soon as the fight was announced about the your feeling towards it.
You know, I know I said, Martin, we're going to win inside 3 or 4 rounds, but ultimately, when this fight was made, you guys, I only just came online, didn't I? I was so disappointed and downbeat because I thought this could completely change the trajectory of his career, and we could never see what I believe we could potentially see out of Martin Bakole and what he could do in the heavyweight division. I now believe that has been dented, and
he loses all the momentum now. All the momentum. He's essentially what it looks like now is he's cashed his career out, which is a shame. Like it's ultimately like this is, I guess, a con of Saudi. Essentially, I'm talking not like a con as in like a con artist, as in a pro and a con. Like the money's too good for the fighters to turn down, so they kind of they're like backed into or like you're out the loop, especially as a heavyweight, because every heavyweight fights on Riyadh season. If you're not fighting with Riyadh season as a heavyweight, you're out the loop. So if you turn the fight down,
top of the head. Sorry.
Yeah.
Was there?
I can't quite. I
Billy
can't quite believe. Yeah. I can't quite believe.
I thought the rest saved it.
I can't quite believe what I've just read. Ben Shalom asking Bakole's cut man. Was he really that hurt? Ben's got up on the ring apron, and his first thing he's gone is, was he really that hurt?
He done a dance. He was dancing for about 10 seconds.
He shook his brain.
Look, he's completely...
You can't get your legs back underneath. It's a nervous thing. A nerve...
his nerve endings are...
It doesn't matter what... it could have gone on, but it got absolutely knocked.
Just a grazer on the top of the head, wasn't it? Just
but that's all it takes to make the brain.
You know what else is really damaging for Bakole here? This hasn't happened later in the fight where he's got the excuse of being tired. This has happened in the second round where he's still throwing punches himself. He hasn't taken himself deep. Just run out.
Yeah, I agree with what Luke is saying here as well. Like, if you want to stay ready and all that jazz, there's kind of a level of you need to, put it this way. Josh Padley was essentially ready to step in on short notice and fight. I know he has to make weight and he's a lighter weight fighter and that kind of thing. But Bakole wasn't in shape to be in a boxing ring tonight.
No chance.
He wasn't in shape to spar tonight. Never mind fighter Joseph Parker, who, as Liam said, 17 weeks in camp, heaviest weight of his career, by far the best shape he's looked in his career, I think, personally.
I'm absolutely gutted for Martin Bakole. I really am absolutely gutted that it went like that. Buzzing for Joseph Parker. He's managed to, keep himself on that trajectory, and it's a massive name on his career, but there's always going to be an asterisk outside of it, isn't there? Because Martin Bakole was, he landed early hours. What's he had? 2 or 3 hours sleep
He
before the
landed.
fight,
Yeah, everything about it.
preparation,
Yeah.
other than a paycheck, other than a best paycheck, probably by double or treble. Oh, I can't even speak. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
look,
the only positives to it.
You know what, mate? You can tell. You just look at Joseph Parker isn't celebrating too much because he knows this should have been a night
Parker
he became
knows,
a world
man.
champion.
Parker's an honest guy.
This is the night he should have become a world champion again. That's what he's thinking now. He's thinking he's just gone through this training camp to become world champion again, and he's still at the same step he was at when he arrived in Saudi. He's not taken that leap, has he?
Yeah, Martin got paid, so he's happy.
God. I want to cry because this is what boxing's about. You know, prize fighting and getting the best deals to secure you and your family's future. But it is also about legacy. And regardless what Billy will say, and regardless what Martin will say, Martin's dented his legacy there because, like Sam said,
he's lost all the momentum that he's got. Everyone, he was in the conversation. He was in everyone's conversation. Oh, no one wants to fight Bakole, you know, and you lose all that because the last image everyone's got in your head is of Joseph Parker absolutely sparking you. Yeah, and Joe Parker's not even a big puncher
tomorrow. Look, he's got well paid. He's probably got twice.
Parker didn't even stop a shot Wilder.
It was just looking like he was getting on top in that round as well.
Look, if he is still getting if Bakole is still getting the Ajagba fight, best thing Billy can do is get him on the flight with him back to Scotland and start that training camp. Like, do not allow him now to go back to Congo. Get him back over to Scotland.
What happens if he loses to FA Ajagba? His career's essentially done.
He'll retire. He'll just retire.
He's done. He's gone from being the flavour of the month to done in the space of 3 months. That's how quickly things can change. And that's why you have to weigh everything up. Look at the size of Parker, by the way. He's massive.
Look, you can put the asterisk next to this of this is X, Y, and Z. But if he loses to Ajagba, the enigma of Martin Bakole is gone. That's the reality.
I'd love to ask Billy the question, right? And I know the answer he'd give anyway, but I'd like to know the honest answer. And I'm not calling him a liar before anybody says that. Is, did he really think that Martin could win that fight on that preparation? Not in general. I'm talking about when they took it. Is he, in all honesty, going to tell us that he believed Martin could win it and expect us to swallow it? Or did they do what most of us think they did and thought, we'll have a go, but we ain't got much of a chance based on what we're coming off. But it's the highest payday by 2, 3, 4, whatever times. That's ultimately what it was about, securing your future, not about whether he could win or not, because I don't believe they thought he could. I don't even think Martin thought he could win. I thought he thought he'd have a go and he could, there's a chance. But deep down within himself, he was expecting to lose that. You could see that before they went out there. They were comfortable with losing. That's what I mean. Then is probably a better way, but they'd accepted the fact that they could.
You know what I think about it? For me, this has gone even worse than they could have expected. Because like I said a minute ago, if this happened in round 7, 8, 9, 10, you got the excuse of his gas tank's gone. He's just
this happened in the rounds he had a chance in. Yeah.
It was already a lose situation, losing the fight, but it's gone even worse than Billy could have hoped for because of how early it's happened. That's what it's all.
Frank is all over Parker after saying Dubois is going to batter him all week. I love it. I absolutely love it. Frank getting in there with the Parker team, Spencer Brown, all of them around. I love it.
Frank's not there. He's dipped.
He's dipped now, and rightfully so, because he was saying Dubois was going to batter him all week.
Listen. I mean, he's a gold star fighter,
you know?
Huh?
Parker's a Queensbury fighter.
He's a Queensbury and gold star fighter. So, I mean, Spencer's had his best interests all week. Spencer Brown said it all week, but certainly hasn't.
Should have put Cabiel. Yes. Didn't I say they should have put one of Cabiel and Jang in with Parker instead of Bakole the other night? That was always the play.
We would have preferred to see Cabiel, didn't we?
Mate, Parker Cabiel, what a fight that would have been.
Yeah.
Who would have won that, in all honesty? We don't know, because it would have been that good a fight. And that is a fight that I really want to see happen as well.
Although Parker look like that punch hit Bakole in real time.
No, it was literally a grazer, wasn't it? Yeah.
In real time, I didn't think he'd got hit. I'm like, what the...
He's going to Joe. See that one you threw there, Joe?
Joe, you should have done the fucking... Joseph!
I'd love to see Parker Cabiel, but the problem is both of them deserve a world championship shot, and neither of them are world champions.
The thing is, they're both interim champions now. So
yeah, do you know what though? What could happen is Usyk and Dubois are going to fight, aren't they, in the summer?
Right. So the interesting
Why
thing,
not run Parker Cabiel?
mate, that's what I was about to say, because if those belts, if Usyk and Dubois are fighting, it doesn't matter who's IBF or who's WBC interim, just fight each other, because then that makes me the next one.
Yeah, that's the next. For me, Parker and Cabiel, that's your 3 and 4 at the minute.
Yeah.
Because you have to class Dubois as 2 because he's the champ.
Yeah, sorry, I was just going, yeah.
Yeah, no, Usyk, Dubois,
Usyk,
obviously
Dubois.
they're the champions. And then
Parker,
for me,
Cabiel,
next in line is Cabiel and Parker. With proof of that tonight.
Look, if Usyk Dubois gets announced for this summer, your co-main event is that fight, if that makes sense.
Do that Riyadh season. Yeah.
You don't need to worry about which governing body you're with, because all the belts are going to be tied together. So you can throw those interim titles in the fucking bin where they belong, and you can just fight each other to say who's next.
Yeah, because
politics
take that. Cabiel ain't running from no one, and neither is Parker. So there's no worry about whether either fighter will take it or not.
Nice. Mate, it's always a bonus to see Ben have a bad night, isn't
it? Luke is all over Shalom here in the comments. All serious Riyadh season decimating boxer.
And in all seriousness, I disagree there, Liam. I think interim belts are good, and I think they should have more emeritus and recess belts.
Yeah.
Fucking.
What's going on here? We're going to get a rock concert, are we, before Beterbiev and Bivol?
Oh, please don't say that.
They haven't said anything, I don't.
Nah.
For God's sake, Dan. Bakole will just be straight back to the Congo on the next flight and just get on like nothing's happened. It'll be about $1 million richer.
So, Luke, are you saying
he could have left home and be back home in less than 48 hours with like $1 million, £1 million in his bank?
Good business.
Not
to be
badly
fair.
Injured or anything like that or beaten up, is it?
Yeah. God,
Lucas, so you're saying boxers are getting decimated. Does that mean Eubank Jr. is going to lose as well then? Completely wipe them out. Here we go. This is a good fight coming up. Boots and Stanionis. Oh, sorry, I'm on the zone. You boys want to see it. Boots and Stanionis. That's the fight I'm looking forward to.
That's
April 12th.
It's the same night as that UFC unbelievable card in Miami.
Why they got to do that? Because you know something will clash.
Paddy against Chandler, and what's the main event? Can't even think.
But you know, Paddy and Chandler will clash for this. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it will. Yeah.
In all seriousness, yeah, Joseph Parker done what he was meant to do. That went as badly as it could have gone for Billy and Martin because it was over in 2 rounds.
Yeah.
It can't even have the excuse of I was knackered, my gas tank had gone X, Y, and Z.
No, he can because he was.
Yeah,
it's not believable.
They can just say, look, it's heavyweight boxing. You get caught. That could have happened if he'd have had a camp. It's one of them things. It hit him on the top of the head. There's nothing you can do about them. You don't get a buzz. It's just throws your equilibrium out. And the way he fell heavy like that, legs up in the air, that we're always going to stop that.
I know. I just think...
But there's a way of selling it and marketing it. That's not a problem.
I think the position that Bakole's...
Behind the scenes now, no one's going to want to deal with him because Martin Bakole is a problem. So now they can get away with going, nah, it's not worth it. You just got done by Parker in 2 rounds when really they're thinking, fuck that. Because if he's on it, he can beat most of them.
He's back to where he was before Jared Anderson now.
Sorry, boys. I don't know what you're looking at, but I've got Turkey being interviewed on the zone. So I say we've got at least 20 minutes.
Nah, I've got Beterbiev.
Yeah, I've got Beterbiev and Bivol just on like a thing. But yeah, I still need to get a few things off my chest about what's just happened, to be fair. So it's not the end of the world.
I'm just going to see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm just gutted. I'm gutted. I felt genuinely upset when I saw that because it's weird to explain. I'm happy for Martin because, listen, he's from the fucking back half of Congo, right? So whatever he's being paid there, he's set for life probably now. Yeah. Some stupid things with his money over in the Western world. But in Congo, he could live like a king for the rest of his life, right? So that's the first point, and he's secured the bag. But if he wants to do anything in terms of legacy, he's fucking hurt his career badly because he's going from a standing start now after being ready to go. He was at a crossroads and it was just IBF, WBC, WBO, WBA. Which one does he go down? Because he was verging on being highly enough ranked with all of those governing bodies. And now, it'd be lucky if he gets a fight.
Yeah, he's back to where he was before Jared Anderson now. No one's going to touch him.
It's
no one's going to...
But worse still, because he's just come off
doing
that after 3
But Luca is right, because I'd say that Billy and Martin and Benchilon wouldn't have took the fight without a promise of, but you still need to make sure that we're in the mix afterwards. I couldn't see that happening. He's not going to fade off into the abyss, is he now? Because Turkey's likes him and he's with him. So, hi, Dean. Hope you're well, mate. He's going to... Bivol all win. What do you think, mate?
Mate, he's going to fight F.A. Jagba in New York in May. That's going to happen. I had to mute Turkey as soon as I turned it on, because the first thing he said is 7,000 people have been in the arena since the first fight, and that was enough for me.
Good one. Yes, Jay, and worst thing is everyone still knows you mustard. But now, yeah, exactly, Luca. But like you said yourself, Luca, earlier, if Turkey's backing him and wants to get him more work because he saved the show, then
more importantly, is Billy his trainer and his manager?
Yes.
Does he get 10% on each one?
Yeah. No wonder Billy was out on the PJ.
He's up
private jet like that. Yeah.
Mate, the real reason why this fight got taken, Billy signed his contract to 15% and then just said, "Yeah, we'll take the fight," before he even spoke to Martin. Then he found out
Martin turned it down.
Yeah. Like, Billy's just said, "No, Martin, come meet me. I want to go for some food."
Yeah, we're going for a coffee in Riyadh
We're just going to watch the fight, so I managed to get some tickets.
Yeah. Billy's in the airport with his Gucci bag and
take them gloves on quick.
Yeah,
pushed him
Dubois got a spare set.
Billy, what are my shorts from my last fight doing in here? What's going on?
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Dean's got Beterbiev by KO. I'd be seriously impressed if Beterbiev stops him. You know, that would be an insane win for me. I'd be even more impressed if Bivol stopped Beterbiev. To be fair, I think it'll go 12 again.
I've got Bivol round 6. Well, I haven't. My daughter picked Bivol round 6. So
Turkey said Benavidez. Yeah, he's there, isn't he? Flew him out, Benavidez. So
yeah, Benavidez was on the zone before Bakole and sort of said, "I want the main event."
Benavidez, Beterbiev. You know, I would love to watch that fight. Benavidez.
Beterbiev's retiring. Beterbiev's retiring.
Not if Turkey throws him a big bag, he won't fight Benavidez.
Is Turkey going to throw him a bag to give him a knee replacement when he's done as well? That's what we'll need if he carries on too much longer.
Yeah.
Knee and shoulders.
As we know, boys, this is different now. It's not, boxing is not what it used to be. People are taking things that they wouldn't normally take and all the rest of it because the money's there now and it hasn't always been there, has it?
Yeah, you're granted, mate, but I think even Beterbiev knows what his body's got left. Right, Turkey's finished talking, so hopefully...
To be fair though, Sam, I think people had eggs back in the day as well too, you know.
What is it?
Did you say people are taking things now that they weren't taking before?
I don't know what I said, mate, to be fair. Could have said anything.
That is what you said, mate.
Sorry, mate, I'm still reeling over what happened with Bakole.
It's been a crazy night. There's been controversy. I mean,
gone so quick. I can't believe we've been on for the best part of, well, what is it? 11:15. 5.25 hours. 5:30 was the Boatsi Smith fight. It's absolutely flown by. Thanks for everyone who's been with us as well, guys.
Not gonna lie, my eyes are burning now.
Yeah,
I'm tired.
I remember the 5 versus 5. Right, Zhang Wilder was the main event. The main event started at like 1:30 in the morning or something. It was in Saudi.
You had nearly hour gaps between every single fight.
It was ridiculous, and
most of the fights went 12 rounds as well. So yeah,
pretty much every fight bar Zhang Wilder.
Right, listen, boys,
and Bivol, and
I'm gonna hazard a guess here now, right? Because I'm not it's the running theme. The dog shit brown is that the latest colour that every person is wearing?
Yeah. You had about Catrol last week.
Yeah, but tonight, Hamza Shearaz had the colour gloves, and Johnny, Anna, and fucking Dave Caldwell are all look like bars of chocolate.
That the staff uniform for Sky Boxing.
What the fuck?
Oh my God, Luke.
Brown.
Yeah, Benavidez is levels above Boatsi. He's levels above. And Mundo, I think at this stage of his career, I think Benavidez would beat both of them, I think.
Yeah. It must be the Sky uniform.
He's good, Benavidez, really good. I don't know if he beats Beterbiev or Bivol. I'm not sure at the moment. I don't know, but I'd be interested to see. Yeah, Dean agrees with you, Jay. Liam, or both of you. Did you say it was going to...
I thought he was going to retire after the last one, to be fair. So
I said if he wins, he'll retire. But if Turkey's saying it on the live broadcast, that generally means that there's probably already been discussions. Callum Smith showed levels, and how did Shiraz get a draw? Dean says Callum Smith was phenomenal, mate. He really was, and yeah, we just brought it back up. We're just about cooled down.
That's Turkey. That's how we got a draw.
Now they're playing Sweet Caroline. 2 Russians in the main event. Can they spare us? Love it, Luke.
I've currently got Anthony Joshua singing along to Sweet Caroline whilst trying to give analysis of the main event.
Joshua's going, mate, I'd have Don Parker.
Whilst the Louis Vuitton tracksuit and a pair of Nike trainers. So, yeah, it's all going well over here.
Yeah, look, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about what just happened, but let's digest it. Let's concentrate on the main event.
Luca, you can't say they're from Russia, mate. They're not allowed to fight under a Russian flag, so let's not do that one.
Yeah, Beterbiev under the Canadian flag, isn't he? I noticed that.
And he's United Arab Emirates to Bivol, because that's where he's training.
Who's Bivol? Who are these two trained by?
Mark Ramsey for Beterbiev and Bivol. I cannot remember, but Mark Ramsey, the Canadian guy, that's how he's ended up in Canada. He's looking after Beterbiev. I the Tiger guy, looks after Christian and Billy as well.
Ah, right. That's some. Oh my God, that's.
Yeah. Turkey saved it from Wembley.
Yes, that's the flag, Kyrgyzstan.
I saw it. Either way, they're not allowed to say they're from Russia. They can't have anything Russian.
Yeah, because I saw it as like Beterbiev's flag was the Canadian one, and then is it Kyrgyzstan? How you pronounce it?
But it's interesting.
That's where Valentina's from, isn't it? Shevchenko.
Yeah.
It's interesting because when I saw Beterbiev fight Yard, and that was before this whole Russian athletes were banned, and he still had the Canadian anthem played that night over the Russian anthem. So he's obviously
has he not always represented Canada, Beterbiev?
Yeah. He must have risen.
Not as an amateur, he didn't know, did he?
No,
but ever since I've watched him, I'm sure he's always fought in Canada, hasn't he?
He's been with that Eye of the Tiger gym since he turned over, so he's been in Canada his entire pro career.
Ring walks are coming now.
He must have residency.
Yeah, it's been.
I'm nipping to the bathroom, boys. Are we swapping stream or are we staying on?
Yeah, we're gonna swap. Thanks to everyone who's joined us for that one. That was a really interesting 2 rounds and breakdown of the fight afterwards. Yeah, we're going to move on to a new stream for the main event, Beterbiev Bivol 2. If you haven't already, make sure you subbed up, and also to JFT, Jay's Fight Talk YouTube channel. You can find Liam's Fight Night picks, straight talk with these two as well as Jay's shorts. There you go, Lucas, a Canadian resident. We've got John Messi Baku. Thank you very much, Martin Bakole. Fair play to him. Look, he gave it a go. He turned up, got paid. But yeah, ultimately, I don't think it was the best decision. But yeah, we'll see you in 2 minutes. Flicking over for the main event. Catch you there, guys. Cheers.
See you soon.